Stay connected to the world with the channels.
All right, thank you for staying with us. Still sports tonight. And of course, you had the Honorable Minister of Sports, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong, speak about that interview, clearing the air on the interview. I mean, he says it was taken out of context, and he has once again restated his commitment to seeing that Nigeria continue the good run that we've had so far in the 2018 World Cup qualifiers, and more importantly, qualify for the World Cup and do well at the World Cup proper in 2018. All right, let me come to my panel. Niyi, Anoye, I don't know what you guys make of what you've just heard from the Honorable Minister, but let me start with you, Niyi. Where does this put us? For me, maybe good enough for us to give him the benefit of the doubt?
Well, first of all, giving him the benefit of the doubt is actually necessary, because he himself is saying that he has been quoted, out of context. So we need to give him the benefit of that. But apart from that, really, I think first time, I think it's good seeing the minister dressed like a civilian. Actually, that's the first part. And then he actually reminds me of Godwin Ezelian when. Sometimes ago he said he was going to resign when he took under 17, I think, to Peru, and he ended up saying it was a political statement, stuff like that. So I think we should give him the benefit, and for the fact that the interview was actually done in Hausa language, according to what we heard, that the interview was done in Hausa language. So it could have been, the explanation could have been done in a different way, and maybe during translation his words were minced and stuff like that. But overall, he has come out now to say that he didn't really say all those things that have been put out in the media. So
I was talking about the hosting.
Yes, hosting.
Not participating.
Yes. So we should just maybe for the meantime just overlook the matter and let it lie low, since he himself has come out to
clarify his own position.
Yes.
I know that you could go on and on and on and on and talk about what the minister has said in the past and tie this with it, but I don't get your reaction very quickly to what his own clearing of the air by Solomon Dalong.
Well, Tony, you see, since Saturday when I stumbled on the story, the first thing that struck me, I really feel pity for the media team of the minister. I feel so much pity. It reminded me.
Team?
Yeah, the media crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's working with him?
Yeah, it reminded me of a story that I was once told of a man making friends with the house of the lizard. The lizard is always falling down, and each time they will call you, for emergency.
Come and treat the lizard.
To come and treat the lizard. You see, let's not gloss over this issue. First and foremost, thankfully the minister has admitted that he granted an interview, albeit 4 months ago. But the question, did he grant an interview? Yes, he granted an interview with a reputable media organization, Voice of America Hausa Service. The translations were very clear. Yes, he said 4 months, but in that interview, you made allusion to the fact that, FIFA, the World Cup, is corrupt. Very serious allegation. The FIFA World Cup
even if we do not
corrupt.
Read too much meaning into the Nigerian part of it,
yes, it's corrupt.
Global impression.
And that he has also not refuted the aspect that, we should focus on the World and the Nations Cup, I beg your pardon. And that we cannot win the World Cup, try as we can. These are serious allegations. These are serious issues that we should not gloss over. Thankfully, he has admitted. And I thought that in their character they will deny the interview. Then
the interview is in public domain.
Yes. Then we asked like in the previous occasions where a radio station also ran his interview and he denied. The radio station now continued running the interview until he accepted. Now, he has not denied that. But the question is, why would a minister of the Federal Republic, 4 months ago, he was a minister, right? Yes or no? He was a minister 4 months ago. So the context in this situation is faulty. You are the minister, you are the eyes of the president in the sports ministry. So by inference, it's whatever you tell the president, as far as sports is concerned, that is going to believe. So you have portrayed the country in bad light. This interview has gone viral. Everybody has had access to that interview. You know, so all he's saying now has not done any damage control.
So it should be more careful, because as a minister, you have to be more careful what you say.
See, for me, Tony, I think if we are in the shoes of the media team, I'll probably go to the minister and beg him, please,
stop talking.
Stop talking. Stop granting interviews. Put us into consideration before you grant any interviews.
They are making us work overtime for our pay.
That is it. That is it. We are getting embarrassed, day by day by his comments. The last time you made allusion to that, when he alleged that Siasia was involved in child trafficking by taking our team. Human trafficking. By taking our team to Atlanta to go.
So he has apologized for that.
Yes, he apologized. And we really felt that since it's a mere mortal to air his human.
But when you keep making these mistakes over and over.
When you keep making mistakes all over, then we begin to question, what is really amiss with this minister? That is the question.
And then, even if you look at his body language when he was granting this interview,
Yes,
this one he granted to channels. You notice that he was a bit remorseful, like he wasn't.
He's been hard hit.
Yes. So he was just trying to look at ways through which he can actually defend himself, and he himself, I'm sure he doesn't really want this to go on anymore. I'm sure he doesn't want it to go on.
No, if you don't want any interview to be aired, maybe the electronic media or published, then you have to be careful
what you say.
You have to be careful. I laugh when some footballers, try to castigate the local media. And if he had granted that interview to the local media, perhaps that they would have looked at the national interest first before going on air.
Yeah, but it was an international.
Yes, this is VOA. The way you say it is the way they're going to air.
It's an international channel.
Yeah, so that is it. So I think the minister has to be more careful, apply more discretion and wisdom.
Well, I think that's it. No need for us to overemphasize what these guys are saying. I think that's for me summarizes it. The minister needs to be a lot more careful with what he says. There's no point saying something that goes viral internationally and then you deny. And the denial doesn't make as much impact as the original interview that he granted. And he has to be a lot more careful, really careful what he says. Not just because of himself, but because of Nigeria as a nation. We have had enough embarrassments, and I think it's time for us to begin to put things in the proper perspective.